Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, features of Indian Constitution. So let's see what are the features we can find in Indian Constitution. So the very first feature of Indian Constitution is that it is a written and detailed constitution. All the parts, all the articles of Indian Constitution we can find in written mode. That's why it is called a written constitution. And it is also called detailed constitution because it is very elaborated. Okay, that's why we can find so many articles in Indian Constitution. It has 395 articles, 22 parts and 12 schedules. So therefore it is a detailed constitution, and because it is a detailed constitution, therefore it is also the longest constitution. Then number 2, Indian Constitution has a preamble. Now preamble is not a very inevitable part of the constitution, but it is a very important part of the constitution. In the preamble of Indian Constitution, it declares that India is a union of state, India is a socialist state, India is a sovereign state, India is a democratic republic, India is a secular state, and it also declared that Indian Constitution provided justice, provided liberty, provided equality, provided fraternity to its citizens. Then another feature is that Indian Constitution is a mixture of both federalism and unitary system, because some parts of the Indian Constitution which can be called as federal features, so and some other parts of the Constitution can be called as unitary. So now what are the federal features? Just like we have Bi-cameral Legislature, then we have dual government, we have central government, then we have state government are there. Then we have state representative in the upper house of the parliament, that is Rajya Sabha. Then we have division of power among central government and state government. So there are some federal features in Indian Constitution. That's why we can call it is a federal constitution. But again, in the same constitution, there are some features which are totally unitary. For example, we don't have separate constitution for the states. We have only one constitution, that is Indian Constitution. We have a single constitution. Then we have single citizenship. In a federal state, there should be dual citizenship, but we have single citizenship, that is India. And then although we have dual system of government, that central government and state government, there is division of power, but central government is always more powerful, more stronger than the state government. So it is a totally unitary feature. So Indian Constitution is a mixture of both unitary and federalism. Then again, Indian Constitution is a mixture of both rigidity and flexibility. I told you in my earlier video that some parts of the Indian Constitution can be amended very easily. That's why it can be called as a flexible constitution. And some other parts of the same constitution, it's very difficult to amend. So we have to go through a very complex procedure. That's why it also can be called as rigid constitution. Therefore, we can call that it is a mixed kind of constitution, mixture of both rigidity and flexibility. Then another feature of Indian Constitution is that it provides fundamental rights to its citizens. So Indian Constitution provided fundamental rights to us, means the citizens. So basically Indian Constitution provided 6 fundamental rights to the citizen. Earlier it was 7, but due to constitutional amendment, now we have 6 fundamental rights. So it is another feature of Indian Constitution. Then we also have a system of fundamental duties in our Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution not only provided fundamental rights to its citizen, but also provided some duties to its citizen, which can be called as fundamental duties, just like the cherish the ideals of the freedom struggles, respect the national flag, respect the national symbol, all etc. etc. These are some fundamental duties of Indian Constitution. Fundamental duties of citizen provided by Indian Constitution. Then again, another feature is that Indian Constitution has a single integrated judiciary system. So our judiciary system is not like dual judiciary system, that center have a separate judicial system, state have a separate judicial system. No, we have a single integrated judicial system where apex court is the Supreme Court, and all the other courts are work under the supervision of the Supreme Court. So Supreme Court is the apex court. So we have a single integrated judicial system. Another feature of Indian Constitution is that we have a system of independent judiciary. Our judiciary system is totally independent. So the executive or legislature cannot interfere in the works of the judiciary. And to maintain the independency of the judiciary, Constitution provided various kind of features to the judiciary, various kind of facilities to the judiciary, immunity to the judges, that they can maintain the independency as well as neutrality of the judiciary. Then another feature of Indian Constitution is that it has directive state policies. Okay, so Indian Constitution gives direction to the government to do something for the public, for the state, for the welfare of the state. So we have a directive principles of state policy. So it is a very important feature because generally, like, Constitution provided us fundamental rights. Okay, so fundamental rights means that government should not interfere in citizens' life. That is the main purpose of the fundamental rights, because we have certain rights, so government cannot interfere in these sectors. But directive principle is totally opposite. It clearly gives direction to the government to do something for the public, do something for the state. So main purpose of the directive policy is to create a welfare state, develop a welfare state. Okay, and to make a welfare state, government has to do something for the public, do something for the state. Okay, so it gives direction to the government that you should make some policies, make some arrangement for the state, for the welfare of the state, for the development of the state. So that is the state directive policies. So Indian Constitution has also these features. Then again, Indian Constitution, as I already told in the preamble part, that it is declared that India is a sovereign state, so it is not dependent on any other state. We got our independence in 1947, 15 August, so India is a sovereign state. Then also India is a democratic republic, so we have a democratic system. Okay, so there is no monarchical or aristocracy or like dictatorship in India. We have a democratic system. We have elections in a proper time. So we have a voting system are there. So okay, so India is a democratic country. Then India is a secular state. Now secular means what? India doesn't have any state religion. Okay, doesn't have any national religion. People belong to any religion like Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, okay, Jain, Buddhism, any religion, they can live in India and they are eligible for every fundamental rights if they are Indian citizens. So there is no discrimination on the basis of religion. So because we don't have state religion, so India is a secular state. Then again, India has a system of single citizenship, because I already told you while we discussing the feature that India has Indian Constitution has both unitary and federal features. So it is a unitary feature that India has a single citizenship. So Indian Constitution does not provide any dual citizenship. Indian Constitution provides single citizenship. So we are only have a single citizenship, that is India. We are on. Then Indian Constitution also provided we should have a bicameral legislature. Okay, so we have a bicameral. Bicameral means there are two houses of the legislature. That is upper house and lower house. In upper house called Rajya Sabha and the lower house is called Lok Sabha. And another feature of Indian Constitution is the judicial review system. Now what is judicial review system? It is a power given to the Indian judiciary, and by using this power, Indian judiciary can check the constitutional validity of any law passed by the parliament. Now why it is necessary? Because Indian judiciary is considered as a guardian and a protector of Indian Constitution. And if Parliament pass any law which is totally unconstitutional or totally against of the constitutional norms, the judiciary can reject it. Okay, so it is a very important power of Indian judiciary, and it is a very important feature of Indian Constitution. Next important feature of Indian Constitution is that the provision of languages. Okay, we all know that India is a very diverse country. We have so many religions are there. That's why Indian Constitution declared it as a secular state. And along with religion, we have so many languages are there. So different region of people, they speak different languages. So in India, there is no system of national language. Okay. So in India, we have a system of official language. So Hindi is declared as the official language, and English is also accepted by the Indian Constitution for the communication. Even in the various government offices, we can use both Hindi and English. Okay. And along with Hindi and English, Indian Constitution also recognizes 22 Indian languages as a modern Indian languages like Assamese, Nepali, Konkani, Manipuri. There are 22 languages are there. Okay. So the language provision is another important feature of Indian Constitution. Then another feature of Indian Constitution is the emergency provisions. Now, Indian Constitution has three types of emergency provision. Number one is national emergency. Number two is constitutional emergency. And number three is financial emergency. Now, national emergency can be declared by the president if the situation of the country is not normal. It is a war-like situation, or there is a civil war. Then president can declare national emergency with the advice of Council of Ministers. Then next type of emergency is the constitutional emergency, when a particular province or state are unable to form the government. No party, actually there is a hang legislature is there, Vidhan Sabha is there, that no one able to form the majority, no one able to form the government. Then if the governor of that particular state send a report that there is a constitutional emergency of that particular state, then president can declare constitutional emergency on that particular state. Okay, so that is constitutional emergency. Next is the financial emergency, which can be declared if India is going through a very poor financial condition. So if government felt that it is a very high time to declare financial emergency, so government can declare financial emergency. So these are the features of Indian Constitution. However, there are lots of features of Indian Constitution. It is a very long list. So it is not possible to discuss every features in a single video. So, but these are some important features, and you should mention all these features while you answering the question that what are the features of Indian Constitution. Okay. So I hope you understand, and if you have any doubts, any queries, you can DM me, or you can mail me at sujitsunal@gmail.com, or you can even ask in the comments. Okay. So that is for today. In the next class, we are going to discuss about the ideology of Indian Constitution and as well as the federal and unitary features of Indian Constitution. Why Indian Constitution is called as quasi-federal. Today, I actually mention about federal and unitary features of Indian Constitution, but in a very brief, because today's topic is features of Indian Constitution. But in next video, we are discussing this federal and unitary features of Indian Constitution in full details. Okay, so thank you everyone.